Okay, so they also gave me a free copy of Intasar. Let's take a look. Her S1 is going to be attacks one enemy, damage equals to 100% of attack, 60% chance of inflicting miss rate up for 2 turns. That's miss rate up is really good. Her skill ups are gonna be damage 120% and trigger chance equals to 80% now. That's good. S2 attacks all enemies, damage equals to 70% of attack. The fewer the enemies, the higher the damage. Enemy debuffs plus 1 turn besides incapacitation. At the start of combat, gain stealth for 2 turns. And the skill ups are gonna be damage equals to 85% and cooldown reduced by 1 turn. Now this one, the fewer the enemies, the higher the damage. I think it works exactly like Zora. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Zora's S1, if there is one enemy, it does twice the damage. So this skill does like 100% of damage. So if it does exactly like Zora's S1, then this one is going to do 170% at one enemy, which is okay, I guess. But the big thing about her is the S3. Attacks one enemy 2 times, damage equals to 70% of attack, inflicts defense down for 2 turns. So the first 2 attacks inflicts defense down. That's already really good. And then the next attack attacks all enemies, damage equals to 50%, inflicts attack down for 2 turns. Then gains stealth for 3 turns if Intasar has stealth. Stealth minus 1 turn to deal extra true damage. True damage is equals to 15% of target's max HP. Damage against bosses is equals to 3%, triggers 1 time per turn. Now I think this true damage it's not per hit. It is only after you remove the stealth, which is only once. So it will only trigger once. So it's not, this skill has 3 hits, right? First 2 hits, defense down. The last hit, it does attack down. But it's not, this true damage, I think it is not on all 3 hits. So it's only at 15%. It's not 45%. I will test it out in the event. But okay, let's take a look at her skill ups. Damage for the first 2 hits increase to 100%. So the total damage is 250%. 200% single target, and then the last hit does 50% to all enemies. Her ascension, I forgot to read her ascension. It adds attack up to her, which is really good. And then the rest of her ascension: crit rate, speed. Ooh, okay, she got pretty good. If only this was like crit damage, it would be better. But this is not bad. Crit rate, speed, and then attack. So far, she seems really good. Even without the S2, I think the S2 is good, but it's not needed. Let's see, right? When without stealth, launches a pursuit attack with transmit virus. So if she doesn't have a stealth and she uses the S1, then she's gonna follow up with the S3. But the thing is, she starts off with 2 turns of stealth, and then her S3 gives her 3 turns of stealth, which means it's not really that easy to remove stealth on her. So yeah, her S2 is not really needed, but in long fights it does work. But in short fights, in maybe like Chronos, I don't think it's gonna be that impactful. Let's take a look at her other resonance. If a single ability's damage is higher than 35% of my target's max HP, deals additional true damage, which is equals to 15% of target's max HP. R6, The attack up on the S3 is now to all allies. That's amazing. Alright, she seems really good even at R0. Okay, so right here is Feng Nuxi. Her S1 attacks one enemy, damage equals to 3% of her max HP, the enemy's AP minus 20%, attacks one enemy per paper talisman stack, then paper talisman plus 1 stack. So paper talisman is when taking a hit, consumes 1 stack of this status effect to gain AP plus 20%. Triggers 1 time per turn, max 4 stacks. She is insane, man. You put her on Avatara set, then she gets like a bunch of AP, which is pretty insane. A bunch of this paper talisman stacks. Yeah, she's insane. Sorry, I forgot to show the skill ups. The skill ups is just damage, so yeah, you don't need skill ups on the S1. Select one ally to reset all their ability cooldowns. Doesn't take effect when selecting Feng Nuxi. Grants all allies speed up for 2 turns. When Feng Nuxi has paper talisman, each paper talisman stack grants all allies AP plus 3%. Ability cooldown is not affected by any abilities. Okay, now this is pretty insane. Resets all ability cooldowns on one ally is pretty insane. And then also granting speed up and AP push on a 4-turn cooldown, which is insane. She does like 24% AP push if you have like 4 stacks on her, which is pretty easy to get, by the way, because of her next skill, which I'll read in a bit. 4-turn cooldown, 24% AP push, speed up, reduces completely resetting cooldowns of a single ally. That's so busted, man. And then her S3 attacks all enemies 4 times. She is now the she's now the best like AoE buff stripper. Damage per hit 1% of Feng Nuxi's max HP. Each hit dispels 1 buff from each enemy. This is 100% chance, by the way. Oh man, she's insane. Each hit dispels 1 buff from each enemy, and then each of the last 2 hits extends all enemy ability cooldowns by 1 turn. Then paper talisman stack plus 4. What the hell? Oh my god. Alright. The Ascension, it buffs the S3. Each hit dispels 1 buff from each enemy. Each buff dispelled grants AP plus 5%. So if you remove like what, how many is that? One buff from each enemy. That's already like 25% on her. If you remove 4 buffs, she gains an extra 10 right away. So crazy, man. And then she gains 4 stacks of paper talisman. So you do the S3 and then you follow up with the S2, giving AP to everyone, reducing enemies cooldown by 2 turns. Increasing their cooldowns by 2 turns, which is just so crazy, man. Her Ascension, let's take a look. Accuracy 10%. Ooh, speed and HP. What's her speed looking like? She has pretty good. Ooh, actually that's pretty fast. 105. So yeah, you can actually make her move first in the team. Her Ascension or Resonance is when paper talisman is active, steals 1 buff from the target first. Holy god damn. 20% chance of ignoring resist. Summon Whirlstone, which is the I think that's her S1, right? No, it's her S3. That's probably the passive. Taking a hit no longer consumes paper talisman. So yeah, that's the passive under S3. She's insane, man. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So I'm gonna be testing out Intisar see how her S3 works, and then I'm bringing Feng Nuxi just to see her animation. Boom, let's go. This is our S3. It does like 3 hits. First 2 hit is a single target, and then the last hit is an AoE. This is a really good skill. On a 4-turn cooldown, it has defense break, attack up for herself, stealth, and then true damage. Just crazy, man. Alright, take a look at Zora. Damn, sheesh. Alright, not bad, not bad. Hopefully we get the animation for this one. Oh, we didn't get it. Damn. Dude, she's insane, man. Look at her AP, right? She gains AP right there. Gains some more AP right here. Look at that. Dude, Nuxi is amazing, man. What the hell? She's so busted. Jesus, she gains the... She already has the turn already. What the hell? And now she can do this to her. Reduce the cooldown. And I can use S3 again. So crazy. Alright, I'm gonna see her S2 damage. This one does more damage the fewer the enemies, but there's 5 enemies here. Let's take a look. 21k. It's pretty good. Alright, one more showcase. Oh, look at that, she has like 1010 on the character design. I'm gonna try her using her S3 on this guy. Alright, it does good damage, but yeah, I don't think it's 45% of max HP. It seems more like
with everything accounted for,
yeah, it's just one time 15% of max HP, and on bosses it does 3% of max HP. Still pretty good, but you know, I completely forgot to show her stats. These are her stats. That's standard attack stat. She has pretty decent speed, 103, and decent HP. So, but her leader skill sucks ass. Crit rate sucks. I think she's really good. You don't need her to be at R2 in areas that you're gonna use her. Maybe if you're gonna use her in what's it called, Sentinel Hunt, then you might want to Rezo to her. But in my opinion, if you're using her only for Chronos, or maybe even Shadowfire, right? I don't think she needs to be at R2. She works perfectly fine at R0. She's gonna replace the White Twin because she has 2 hits of defense up. Defense break. The Black Twin still is better at defense breaking because he has 3 hits, but she also has attack up. Attack down, and she just does a lot more damage than the Black Twin. And then she also has a miss rate up, so yeah, she's pretty crazy. I will do a little bit more testing on her once I've gotten like some work on this PTR server thing. So yeah, in my opinion, she's pretty good even at R0, maybe even really good, but I don't think she's gonna be busted in PvP. Her typing kind of sucks in PvP. Yeah, I think that's about it. Feng Nuxi, yeah, she's broken as fuck, man. But you know, are you gonna get her? Probably not. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you get her, you instantly max her. She is absolutely busted. Yeah, that's about it. Ciao.